In this video, we're going to learn how to use the quadratic formula to solve quadratic equations. Some quadratic equations cannot be solved by factorizing, and in these cases, we use the formula. If a question asks you to solve a quadratic, giving answers to two decimal places, we use the formula. The formula was given in your formula booklet to solutions of this form. Every quadratic has the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. The solutions are given by this formula. It looks quite complicated, but if you break it down into pieces, it isn't too difficult. The crucial part is b squared minus 4ac. So that's what we work out first. Here is an example of how we would use the quadratic formula. The first step is to identify what a, b, and c actually are. Every quadratic has the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. We can see that the question has 2x squared plus 3x minus 4 equals 0. This means that a is equal to 2, that is the coefficient of x squared. B is equal to 3, and C is equal to minus 4. Because the formula has a plus C, if the constant term has a minus in front, you need to include the minus as part of C. I now write down the formula, just to jog my memory, so x equals minus b, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. First I'm going to do now is work out b squared minus 4ac, because this is the most important part of the formula. B squared minus 4ac is going to be 3 squared minus 4 times 2 times minus 4, because c is minus 4. This is going to be 9 minus 4 times 2 times minus 4. That will work out to be minus 32. Nine minus minus 32 is 9 plus 32, which works out to be 41. So b squared minus 4ac is 41. I can now write down that x is going to be minus b, so minus 3 plus or minus the square root of 41 over 2a, which is 2 times 2. So x is going to be minus 3 plus or minus the square root of 41 over 4. You might be wondering what the plus or minus means. It just means that one of the possible answers comes from putting a plus into the equation, and one of the possible answers comes from putting a minus in. So one of the solutions is going to be minus 3 plus root 41 over 4, and the other one is going to be x equals minus 3 minus root 41 over 4. We can put both of these into a calculator, as long as we remember to put the numerator in brackets. I could put my solutions in like this, 4, and then I press SD. This gives me an answer of 0.85 to 2 decimal places. I could put in minus 3, take away root 41, in brackets, all divided by 4. This will give me an answer of minus 2.35 to 2 decimal places. Here is a practice question for you to try. Please pause the video now and have a go. And when you're ready to go to the answer, press play. Let's go to the answer. So firstly, let's work out b squared. First of all, let's identify a, b, and c. A is 4, b is plus 6, and c is minus 9. b squared minus 4ac is going to therefore be 6 squared take away 4 times 4 times minus 9, which is 36 take away minus 144. 36 minus 104. 36 minus 144 is 36 plus 144, which will give me 180. So I can insert into the formula x equals minus b, that's minus 6, plus or minus the square root of 180 all over 2 times 4. So I have x equals minus 6 plus the square root of 180 over 8, or x equals minus 6 minus 6 minus the square root of 180 over 8. I can put these into my calculator. So firstly I have minus 6, I'm going to put it in brackets, minus 6 plus root 180, close bracket, divide by 8. The 2 decimal places, that's going to be 0.93. Or we have minus 6 minus root 180, all divided by 8, which is minus 2.43. Here is a trickier example because b this time is going to be negative. Firstly, let's identify a, which is minus 5, and this time b is minus 8, and c is minus 10. As before, I'm going to work out b squared minus 4ac first, which is going to this time be, we need to be careful, minus 8 all squared minus 4 times 5 times minus 10. Minus 8 squared, remember, is minus 8 times minus 8, which is going to be plus 64. So I can just write 64. Then I have minus 4 times 5 times minus 10 is going to be minus 200. So I end up with 64 minus 200, which is 264, because 2 minuses immediately next to each other will become a plus. So b squared minus 4ac is 264. So I can say x equals minus b, again being careful, that's minus 8, plus or minus the square root of 264, all over 2a, so 2 times 5. Let's simplify a little bit. We have minus 8 is plus 8, plus or minus root 264 over 10. So we end up with x equals 8 plus root 264 over 10, or x equals 8 minus root 264 over 10. Putting these into a calculator will give x equals 2.42 to 2 decimal places, or x equals minus 0.82 to 2 decimal places. Here are some practice questions for you to try. Please pause the video now and have a go at them, and when you're ready for the answers, press play. Here are the answers.